Coconut back at it again with another video. Today we're gonna do playoff predictions. Now, look, I know, man. Oh, you're a Washington fan. Your opinion's invalid. You shouldn't have a right to speak. I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't care. All right. I know you guys been. No, I'm kidding. There's no guys. Nobody watching right now. But hey, man, it's all about development. It's all about growing. It's all about getting bigger and better. That's it. That's what 2024 is all about. Just being bigger and better. Now, I'm gonna give you the most accurate playoff prediction in humanity history. It's going to be down to the T. Now, look, first off, you're going to be shocked. Oh, no, the Eagles lost. Yeah, because screw the Eagles, bro. I don't know anybody that likes the Eagles other than Eagles fans. And nobody likes Eagle fans either. They're just, the true wasteland of the NFL. No, I'm kidding. I mean, it's not a bad team. It's just the fan base is so. What do you call it? Insufferable. That's what it is. Insufferable. It's just the most insufferable fan base I think I've ever seen. It's between them and Boston, and they're all in the same location. So, what does that tell you? Another one that's guaranteed for me is the Bills beating the Steelers. I don't think the Steelers got it. They're the worst team in the playoffs for sure. I mean, they're just not a good team. And the fact that they made the playoffs is absolutely shocking because, nobody saw that coming. They have no offense. They have Mason Rudolph at quarterback. Their defense, they got injuries. TJ Watt is out. I mean, it's a mess on that franchise. It's been a mess this whole year, But the thing is, they still got Mike Tomlin, who, he's a good coach, don't get me wrong. But you got to realize at the same time, being 9-8, 9-7 for the past 3-4 years, you're not getting anywhere. But at the same time, there's really not enough talent for him to work with. And there's a lot of egos on that team as well. So, and I think the Bills, they've really gotten it back together ever since they fired their offensive coordinator. And that speech from the coach where he talks about 9/11 for some reason. I don't know why. I just don't know why. But clearly that motivated the team to win literally almost all of their games. The only team they lost to was the Chiefs. And I mean, that was still a pretty respectable loss as well. So, I knew things were going to, change for them at that point after they fired their offensive coordinator. It was a good decision. And now they're probably back to tip-top shape where they can get eliminated in the conference championships because I have no beliefs in the Bills. I'm sorry. I just don't. But the Eagles, they started off really strong, but listen, man, the defense, I mean, sorry, not the defense. The offense, the defense is bad too. The secondary is terrible. Offensively, there's really not really good strategizing within the offense. Their offensive coordinator is not that good. I mean, dude called a QB draw. I saw him, I seen a few games of the Eagles, who calls a QB draw on a 3rd and long, bro? Come on. Are we being serious? You're just throwing the game at that point. So, I mean, it's just I have no belief in the Eagles. Plus, with the injury issue and Jalen Hurts, he hasn't been healthy since. He hasn't thrown a ball. He hasn't thrown a ball since last Sunday. Can you believe that he hasn't thrown a ball since last Sunday and we're just hearing about this today? That's kind of crazy to not really do much work since last week. I mean, come on. That's kind of crazy, especially when you got cooked by the Giants. That I don't know how they're going to get through this playoff. But I don't really have much belief in the Bucks either. I mean, I do have belief. I mean, Baker Mayfield is part of my agenda. That's for sure. Baker Mayfield, he's been cooking this season. This has probably been maybe his best year. I think it's been a similar year to Tom Brady. But I think he could be the QB of the future. But I don't really like Todd Bowles that much as a coach. He never really impressed me. But we'll see. We'll see. I hope they prove me wrong. That's what I'm hoping on, is that one of these teams can prove me wrong. The teams that I'm hoping for that can prove me wrong are the Texans Sad to say, because I don't really believe that they'll make it through. I think Joe Flacco, like the Browns, they just have way more experienced players. I believe that's just my whole thing. It's based on experience. I think like they'll know what to do, and there's gonna be a lot. The Texans, they got a lot of injuries. We still can't ignore that. That's not something that should be ignored. You know, but if C.J. Stroud can cook in the playoffs, bro, that's all I'm hoping for. Because that's a really good team. They have a really good team and a really strong future for next year. Oh, somebody's calling me. Okay. Anyways, all right. Okay. Packers, Cowboys. All right. Let me think. Packers, Cowboys. I mean, it's just like they probably could get out coached. The Cowboys have a really good coaching staff. The team is very good. Packers, they've been keeping up. They've been keeping up. As for the Cowboys, though, I mean, we know their history of fumbling the bag, fumbling the season every single year. Their fans always talk about how like it's their year all the time, and at a certain point, I really did kind of feel like the Cowboys really did have something because they were absolutely just dominating teams throughout probably around the middle of the season, near the beginning of the season, around that time. They've kind of slowed down now, but I think they've already realized like they're good at this point. But they've been really good. They've been really good. So, as much as I want the Packers to win, and as much as I hate the Cowboys, I mean, I just despise every single team in the NFC East. I think every single team. If there are teams that really hate each other, though, it's the NFC East. Probably the AFC East and the NFC East. The East just hate each other, bro. Like, I mean, we don't really care about the AFC, but NFC East, like, I don't like any of those teams. I hate the Giants. Like, the fans are annoying. The Eagle fans are insufferable, and the Cowboy fans are Cowboy fans. So, like, I mean, it's nothing you can really avoid from that. Okay, I'm wasting time. I got it. Dolphins, Chiefs. I got the Chiefs. I don't like what the Dolphins have been looking like the past few weeks. The Chiefs, it looks like they may get it back together. Who knows? But I mean, it's so easy to exploit the offense when their receivers are just garbage. I mean, all of them just terrible. I mean, they should have picked somebody up. I don't know who, but they should have just picked somebody that was like starter worthy because they don't have any starter worthy receivers except maybe Sky. No, not Sky Moore. Rashid Rice, but still, that's not enough. A rookie receiver on the fact that's not even the best receiver in his draft. Like, still, it's not gonna be enough. He's pretty good, but like it's a playoff atmosphere. If he's going to be the guy that has to lead the way, I don't know. But again, they're playing in Kansas City. It's going to be really cold. Miami Dolphins, bro. Miami players are going to play in Kansas City. It's going to be the coldest weather. There's no way, especially with how Tua's been performing, with how Tyreek has been performing. I mean, I think Tyreek could cook just out of, pure anger against the Chiefs. I would hate them too. No, I wouldn't hate them. I mean, they got him a Super Bowl. I mean, I don't think he would hate them, but they definitely miss him. But Tyreek has been talking a lot of trash about the Chiefs. I'm sure the Chiefs probably want to cook him, but like he was so good, bro, and he's so good now. But like the past few weeks, he's been dropping passes. He's been bobbling the ball. He doesn't look like the same player. It may have been outside stuff with his house, caught on fire, that might be bothering him. I mean, that's a crazy accusation to make, but I'm just saying, like, it could be a possible thing that could have affected it. I'm sure. A house on fire with people that know and appreciate inside the house, like, that would be scary. But, I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe he'll cook in the playoffs. We'll see. But I got the Chiefs. I believe in the Chiefs. Here, I got the Browns because I think the Browns, they have way more experience. The Browns, the Joe Flacco, he knows what to do. He's a Super Bowl champion, and considering with this league, the problem with this league is the amount of youth, and Texans have so much youth. They're a good team, but I still think they need more experience in order for them to really get through to the next round, in my personal opinion. But if they do beat the Browns, I wouldn't say I'm surprised, but I think that would be a really huge step. That would be huge for the Texans if they won it, especially considering from where they came from second pick in the draft to where they are now. I mean, they've already succeeded this season. Like, this is success by far. Like, this is the most successful. And they're gonna be a threat for a number of years as long as CJ Stroud can stay healthy, as long as DeMeco Ryan can continue. But the thing is, can they continue their success with their offensive coordinator most likely gonna leave as head coach or go to a different team? I'm not sure if he is gonna go to a different team, but I mean, let's just see. Hopefully, DeMeco Ryan, he can find ways to still get this offense to be popping, especially, with more healthy players coming in and all this stuff, the draft coming up and all this and free agency, they could be really good. So, I believe in them, but I believe in them making it a tough game, but I think the Browns got it. I really do believe the Browns got it. So, but dang, like, this whole playoff picture, it's just revenge games. Like, there's so many revenge games. I mean, except maybe Dolphins, Chiefs. But, like, man, the fact that it's on Peacock, it makes me so mad. I don't want to watch it on Peacock. I don't want to buy a whole different product just to watch a game, bro. Like, come on. Like, don't give no company like Peacock the game, bro. Just keep it nationally broadcast like every other game, because nobody's gonna watch. If they are gonna watch, you know what they're gonna do. But okay, we got to get through the wild card rounds. All right, so Green Bay. I was talking about Cowboys and Packers already, so I think I'm gonna go with the Cowboys because I know I just heard like there's some injuries on the Packers that's going on right now. I have belief in Jordan Love, bro. Jordan Love, he's going to play. He's going to ball. I know he's going to ball. I know. Because, I mean, the way he's been playing this past season, it's incredible what the Packers have done with their quarterbacks. They've taken their time. I mean, they took a long time with him. I mean, he was benched for 3 seasons, bro. And look at him now. I mean, he got his mentorship from Aaron Rodgers. Even though, with the stigma that Rodgers has, at least, he does seem to care about the players, I think. From what I've seen, at least, because it does seem like he loves to get himself involved with everything. But I think he's helping the quarterbacks, with the future. I mean, I think he tried with Zach Wilson. And at the same time, I mean, that offense was just so atrocious. I mean, all they had was Breece Hall and, no way I forgot his name. Come on, the Jets wide receiver, please. Oh, I gotta think of his name. I'm not stupid. Please, let me live. All right, I'm sorry. Garrett Wilson. Yeah, Garrett Wilson. Yeah. I knew him. I knew his name. It fell out of my head. My bad. But yeah, Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall. That's all they have. So, I mean, I gotta feel. I somewhat feel for Zach Wilson, but at the same time, he's not a good quarterback. I think we can all agree with that at this point. I mean, he's had 2 tolerable games from what I've seen from him. At least this year, I've seen 2 good games from him, and I don't know. I mean, I think he just needs a better O-line around him, but you've spent so many years at this point. It's like, what's the point, man? But at the same time, even with Aaron Rodgers injured, there's no reason that they should have been this bad, regardless, because you built that whole team around him. I know he's not going to be but he's not the only guy that's going to, carry that team, but it was the number 1 defense. It was the best defense in the league, one of the best defenses in the league. It would have been nice to see how different this team would have been with Rodgers, but too old, man. And he got too hurt, and he causes way too much drama. So Yeah, but okay. We strayed away from the point again. Good God. All right. We got to focus on the playoff. All right. Here, Rams, Lions, Lions. We know about the Lions. We know how cursed they are. I feel like they're going to just get BS'd by like terrible ref calls throughout this game. I mean, nobody has ever shown love to the Lions till now. I think this is, well, no, they showed love last season, but they've never, the referee calls never go on the Lions side. And considering this is like their first time where like they've been this successful going into the playoffs, it leaves me doubts. And now with Matt Stafford coming back to his hometown to ball against them, like I really have belief in Matt Stafford carrying this game. You know, is CJ Gardner back? CJ Gardner Johnson? CJ Gardner Johnson. Is he still injured? Let me see. Okay, maybe if I looked up injury. Oh, why is it in caps lock? Hold on. Medically cleared to practice, medically cleared to return. Okay, but is he gonna play? Ruled out for Lions Vikings. Okay, not yet ready. Okay, they're expected to get him back. I don't know. This is gonna probably be the closest game, I think. But I'm gonna lean with the Rams. I think I'm gonna lean with the Rams. Plus, it wouldn't make sense to have all three teams to make it through. You gotta have some unpredictability. All right, so now we got the Ravens and the Browns. I love the Ravens. That's my backup team. I'm not allowed. We're not allowed to have backup teams, but I don't care. All right, I'm a Washington fan. Let me have some fun. Okay, I can't enjoy anything with this franchise, with the franchise that I currently have. So let me enjoy this. But me personally, I think the Ravens are gonna make it through past. Flacco with another revenge game. Joe Flacco against his old team. Well, I wouldn't say revenge. I'd say just a reunion. But I don't think Flacco could cook them. I think they're gonna get out coached. The defense will make it tough, but like Lamar, like this season, Ravens they've had one of the toughest schedules this year. So the Browns could be light work for them because they're used to this type of competition. Because like the Browns are actually a formidable team. Now, who's gonna make Super Bowl? I think Mahomes. He's gonna have a breakout game against the Bills, but at the same time, they're playing against the Bills at Buffalo, so would be quite interesting. I don't know, man. We gotta see. Chiefs Bills. Okay, let me. All right, I can't even click it, but I could like switch teams. All right. Chiefs, Bills, man. I think the Bills got it. Not gonna lie. I think the Bills got it. I think the Bills have finally had enough. I think they're gonna finally find a solution to stopping Mahomes and all this stuff. Plus with the cold. They both have issues with the cold, but Buffalo, I think with the home atmosphere, they got a great atmosphere. So, as long as Josh Allen doesn't, Josh Allen, they could have something. Rams, 49ers. I think the 49ers have it. They're just a good team. That's just a good team. So I'll pick them. Cowboys, Bucks. Nah, I picked Dallas too cuz like come on, bro. Like it's just a much better team. Like these are just much better teams. Now, whether or not they actually like blow them out, I don't know, but I think they're just much better teams. Now, I'm going to do something shocking. I'm going to say Ravens make the Super Bowl, okay? Lamar Jackson, he balls out. He shocks the world. He takes them to the Super Bowl for a very first time. I just need, as long as Lamar doesn't fold under pressure, that's all I want. But you know what? I'm going to say the Cowboys make the Super Bowl. The Cowboys make the Super Bowl. Now, let me tell you why. Now, I think the Cowboys have a real good shot. They have a real good D line. The O line isn't that powerful with San Francisco, I think Brock Purdy might just fold under pressure against that defense. Plus, I think Dak, he's going to get it together. Coaching is going to get it together. As much as I don't like the Cowboys, I hate to say it, but I think they're the better team. I think they're going to be the better team. I think it would make sense. But if I'm wrong, so be it. If I'm wrong, so be it. But I think, the NFL can be so unpredictable. You got to think of it with unpredictability, even though I do have the top two teams here. But I don't really have hope for, like, these teams. Other than the Chiefs. I mean, the AFC, yeah, but not the NFC. NFC, maybe not. But, I don't know. I feel like the Bills gonna have a revenge game, and I feel like Lamar's gonna really cook. And for the Super Bowl, I gotta go with Lamar, man. I gotta go with Lamar. I got Lamar Jackson. I got Lamar Jackson and the Ravens winning the Super Bowl. Me personally, I mean, I think it could happen again. We just gotta see what's gonna happen with how Lamar performs, how this team performs. How his receivers perform. Zay Jones. That's not his name. Yo, my memory is terrible. Zay Flowers. Yeah. Dang. All right, man. Well, that was a pretty good. This was a pretty good video. I hope you enjoyed. I think this is my prediction. You can screenshot it, expose me, whatever. Do what you want, but this is my prediction. I think this is gonna be the one. You gotta just expect the unexpected. And I know in the divisional rounds I chose the best of the best, but I feel like these all make sense. They just make sense to me. So yeah, good video, man. All right, have a good day.